Hello everyone, back to me again. My name is Kadek Novianti. You can call me Ayu or Novi. I'm from class A2 Denpasar. My ASAN number is 16 and I'm third semester. Okay, now I will tell you about the material about active and passive voice. So let's move to the first topic. Okay, the first topic is definition. The definition about active voice and passive voice. The first is active voice. As we learn in the active voice, the sentence's subject perform the action. For the example, Shira likes bird watching. The second example is she loves twilight. The action voice has a direct, clear tone. Use it when you want the reader to focus on the subject of your sentence and the action it is doing rather than on the action target. The second is passive voice. The definition about passive voice is the action target in the focus and the verb acts upon the subject. Every sentence in the passive voice contains two verbs. The first is a conjunctive form of to be. The second is the main verb past participle. For the example, bird watching is liked by Shira. The second is twilight is loved by her. The second topic is how to change of active into passive voice. The first in the simple present passive. When using the simple present tense passive voice, it means you will focus more on the object in the sentence. The object will change position to replace the subject. The role on the subject is not so important to be mentioned in the sentence. The formula to make present simple passive, the affirmative form is object plus am or is or are plus verb 3 or past participle. To make a question, you can use the formula am or is or are plus object plus verb 3. For the example, the active, the gardener waters the flower every evening. The passive is the flowers are watered by the gardener every evening. And the active question is, who sells umbrellas? And the passive question is, who are umbrellas sold by? And the second is present continuous passive. Second passive voice present continuous are sentences where the subject does the work. This is the formula about present continuous passive. To make active voice, you can use the formula subject plus am or is or are plus present participle plus direct object. And the passive voice, you can use the formula subject or direct object plus is or am or are plus being plus past participle plus or mean by. For the example is active. She is not cutting the grass now. The passive is the grass is not being cut now. And the active question is where are they presenting the product? And the passive question is where is the product being presented? Okay, the next is past simple passive. Past simple passive is normally used to talk about some complete action in the past. In the passive voice, emphasis is put on the effect of an action rather than on the door. Okay, this is the formula. The first is affirmative form and the question form. For the example, Laura didn't eat any apple. And the passive is no apple were eaten by Laura. The question is, did the little boy saw all the candy bars? And the passive question is, where are the candy bars sold by the little boy? The fourth is future simple passive. Future simple passive is used to talk about an action that is going to happen in the future. In the passive voice, emphasis is put on the effect of an action rather than on the door. A structure with the active voice is subject plus will plus verb without to. In the structure with passive voice, subject plus will plus subject plus will be plus the past participle form of the verb asking question. I'm sorry. Passive voice use subject plus will be plus the past participle. In the asking question in future simple passive, you can use the formula will plus subject plus be plus past participle. You can look the example one. Will Jane be visited by her relative from New York? The second example is the company will build the bridge next year. The bridge will be built next year. And the third example is the football match won't be played because of bad weather. Then number 5 is present perfect passive. Generally, we use the passive voice when the focus on the action and not on who or what is performing the action. Present perfect passive construction subject plus has or have plus been plus past participle. For the example, I have been visited. He has not been married by used to a doctor and has a letter been written by him. Number 6 is past perfect passive. Past, past perfect passive is used to talk about action or event that happened before some moment or another action in the past. To make statement with the past perfect passive, you can use held plus the past participle form of the verb. For asking question, you can use had plus subject plus been plus past participle. For the example, had the parcel just been delivered when I arrived? The second example is the tub had been cleaned before the sink. And the last is the meal had not been made before we arrived. Number 7 is passive voice without be. Sometimes you can use get instead of be in passive construction. For the example, the active sentence is someone stole my car. If you use be, the the sentence is my car was stolen by someone. If without be, you can make the get passive. The example is my car got stolen by someone. Number 8 is passive of verbs containing two objects. Many verbs can be followed by two objects on indirect object and a indirect object. The indirect object usually refers to a person and the direct object usually refers to a thing. Two structures are possible. For the example, in active voice is she gives me a nice gift. She gives me is indirect object and nice gift is direct object. For passive voice is I was given a nice gift. I was given a nice gift by her. Indirect object becomes subject. The next example is active voice. She gives a nice gift. Direct object to me. Indirect object. She gives me a nice gift is direct object and to me is indirect object. The passive voice is a nice gift was given to me by her. Direct object becomes subject. Number 9 is passive voice of sentence containing preposition. When we put an active sentence where our preposition follow after the verb, break into, look after, listen to. In the passive, the preposition remains immediately after the verb. For the example, active sentence is someone broke into the pet shop. Passive sentence is the pet shop was broken into. The second example is active voice. An active sentence, they look for the baby. The passive sentence, the baby was looked for. And then the active sentence, someone shoots at the man. In the passive sentence, the man is shot at. Okay, in the last topic is passive of verbs with object and object complement. A verb can either have an object or a complement in order to make the sentence meaningful. After some verb, the direct object can be followed by an object complement, a noun or adjective which describe or classification the object. For the example, the active voice is they elected him their leader. The second is we all regarded her as an expert. When these clauses are made passive, this object complement becomes subject complement. They come after the verb. For the example, he was elected their leader. Elected is the object and leader is the complement. And the second is she was regarded as an expert. She is the object and expert is the complement. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching and see you to next video. Bye bye.